We want to welcome y'all to the segment of Serious Talk. Our topic today is going to be about the condition of this historic Eastview Cemetery. And it's military. At one point, I thought it was all black, but there's no way of telling if there's any whites in there. The condition of this cemetery is appalling. The headstones, some of the headstones are turned over. Some of the grave sites are not marked. Some of the grave sites sunk in. When I was there filming it, I had to stop filming because I got emotional. You might say I'm crazy. Some people might say different things about what I'm getting ready to say. But when I was there, I felt their spirits. I felt them calling out, asking for some help. And I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Howard Cochran from the VFM 4911, Post 4911. Saturday that passed, which was the 6th, they had a Purple Heart ceremony for one of the fallen soldiers there. And what's so amazing about this gravesite is that they have veterans there from World War I and World War II. And Mr. Cochran told me that there's a possibility of Confederate soldiers there also. From the information that I've gathered, back in World War I and World War II, especially in Rome, they was not burying the veterans with the white veterans. So nobody knows who owns this property. The city of Rome can't help. The last caretaker of this cemetery died in 1986. Forgive me for not knowing his name, but we ran across a lot of headstones out there that dated back to 1880, 1888. And it's an historic place, and for this place to look the way it does, it just touched my heart because, you know, I never served in the military, and a part of me wish I did, but I didn't. But some of my family members was in Vietnam, so I have a lot of respect for our veterans. But what gets up under my skin is the condition of the cemetery, because when me and my associate Darian George sitting next to me when we went there, we were shocked. I mean, it's not an ordinary cemetery. It's not like they laying down non-veterans, which I think there's some in there. But from what I saw, you got veterans in there from World War I and World War II. Now, if it's mixed, I have no way of knowing that. But from what Mr. Howard Cochran told me, is the majority of the soldiers that's lying there, that's buried there, are black. I was watching the news the other day, and some lady from Canton is making a big stink, which I don't want to say it like that. She is voicing her opinion about the condition of a certain cemetery out there. Now, this cemetery is not military. Whether it's military or not, the caretaking of these cemeteries, it can't be forgotten, man. And I'm making a big stink out of this because these people gave their life to pave the way for our freedom. And the condition of that cemetery is appalling. I mean, I have contacted the Channel 2 News. I have contacted Fox 5. We got the Rome Journal, a newspaper, involved in this. Mr. Cochran is in need of funding. I think he should receive some funding from the government. I mean, these soldiers gave their life for this country, and the way the cemetery looks and is being treated is a shame, and it's disgraceful. Go ahead, Don.
It's very disgraceful, and I myself say it's a shame that nobody before now has even said anything about it. It's like, what extent do things have to get to before anybody would really even have to get up we want to get up and voice their opinion, cause the big stink. You know, this segment right here tonight is not an I help segment, but we are from I help. This is serious talk. I mean, this, you know, basically just about any question goes. Any answer goes. This serious talk. This is things we want to know out of the community. You know what I'm saying? For off as fixing the community, we have to know really what's wrong, what's up with the people in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, all in all, Mr. Cochran out there trying to do this by himself, along with the appointed ones that he's, you know what I'm saying, have scooped up to help him do what he's trying to do. But all in all, it's like, when you're trying to do things alone, man, it's very hard. It's very hard. I mean, relationship-wise, if you're trying to do things your own, it's very hard.
It is. It's very hard, and I'm not one to bite my tongue. You know, a long time ago, I used to live by the saying like this: if you don't know me, you're not gonna like me, because I'm a very particular. I'm a very outspoken person. I don't stand for injustice. I don't stand for none of that nonsense. I'm allergic to BS. Now, getting back to the cemetery, and I really don't want to make this whole segment on that, but it's on my heart. And like I said, when I went home after visiting the cemetery, I talked to my wife about it, and I found myself shedding tears. Even though I never served in the military, it's just the idea of someone giving their life up for something that they believed in, and then be treated like this. I have been posting some of the names on the tombstone to try to find out if they have any family members or friends in Rome, Georgia, or anywhere else. You know, Mr. Howard Cochran is part of the Purple Heart Order, and I respect them highly. They doing the best that they can. Mr. Howard and the chosen few are caring for the cemetery, and what kills me is that the city of Rome went as far as giving them some dirt. You have headstones out there with no markings. You have graveyards out there with no headstones. And I find that very appalling. And any veteran out there, including my family members, we discussed it about that. You know, this is serious talk. Let's get this straight.
It's so very serious. Maybe they don't see it how we see it. Maybe they haven't seen it. Right now, we'll take a second and give you a clip of really what's going on right out here in Rome, Georgia. Nobody's even caring. I mean, it got to start somewhere. The care got to start somewhere.
I want you, y'all check out this clip, and because I get emotional when I see this, the condition of the cemetery. You know, I didn't do it any justice, because I should have spent almost half a day out there filming the condition of this.
Grave sites here, all black. I was told a little history of this place, that when these people passed away, the people of Rome back then wouldn't bury blacks with the whites. So a lot of these brothers and sisters out here are buried out here in this cemetery and have been forgotten. What I've seen out here today is appalling. It is. My heart is flustered with sadness. I take my hat off and I say a prayer for these fallen veterans that protected our country, and now they lie here.
They lie here in bad condition. That's what I had to stop filming, because I got very emotional doing this piece right here. If you can, it's on Colliery Springs Road, East Side, Rome. You get an opportunity, go see this cemetery. like I said, once again, Mr. Howard Cochran, and he's doing the best he can. I take my hat off to him and the rest of the veterans that I think that's helping him. But he's in need. He's in need of funding, donations, and manpower. You know, I went out there, me and Mr. Darian George went out there, and he was literally out there by himself. He had a couple of shovels and a couple of other items, and the man is out there moving, literally moving garbage out of a cemetery. Once again, this is serious talk. Nothing is off limits to discuss. There is no such thing as a dumb question. But what we are trying to get you to understand is that we need to come together. And I'm not just talking about blacks. I'm talking about anybody that have any morals and values and respect. Okay? Because once again, we have a gravesite also in Rome that's a slavery gravesite. And that's my next project, is to find that and to social media that event until people get bored of it. You know, I mean, you can't expect progress to happen by you keeping your mouth shut.
Honestly, I mean, just to take a slight little look at that grave site, man, it really ought to just put you in the mind. I want you to really just imagine, you know what I'm saying? So what you remember, just that right there, looking at in that little clip, what that looked like, and just think about life itself, your life. If you let it go, that's what it's gonna look like. If you start not caring about certain things, that's what it's gonna start look like. It start getting all kind of trash thrown in, and not only by self, but other people too. Other people throw trash in your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, just by not caring, you just simply just one day just wake up and don't care no more. I mean, you can oversleep dreams. You can. I really don't know what else to say, man. It's like heartbroken right here, man. Rome, Georgia, please wake up.
Yeah, listen. Speaking for myself, I'm not from here, you know, and I'm not talking bad about Rome, Georgia. It's a very beautiful, laid back place. But
ain't nothing to be bad said about it. They know. Thing about it, they know. They telling me ain't nobody here gonna help nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, why everybody back got to be till everybody else's back? You know what I'm saying? Why we can't turn around, face each other, and say, "What's up, bro?" You know what I'm saying? Let me help you get over this hump. I see you struggling, man. You know what I'm saying? Never look down on a man unless you're picking him up.
That's it.
But we see all the kind of bashing around here all day, every day. Serious talk.
And then, you know something, it's not just in the streets, man. I mean, it's everywhere. You know, I mean, people go to church on Sunday and they in there whispering, talking about the dress the girl got on, the head, and what kind of shoes the guy got on, this and that. Everybody walking around here like they're holier than thou. But, man, listen, there's not another Jesus walking this planet.
Not now.
Okay? Because he was the most perfect, close to being a perfect human being than any of us. You know what I mean? So that they said, those who haven't sinned cast the first stone. But let me tell you something about us. Let me tell you something about our Helping Corporation. Let me tell you something about Serious Talk. We are not going to stop. You understand? Listen, I'm telling you like this. Whether you give us support or not, it's not going to stop us from fulfilling what God has put in front of us to do. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? We can talk to you till we blue in the face. But I'm going to tell you something else, and I'm talking from experience. I had a lot of knowledge put inside this head, but until I was ready to apply that knowledge, nothing moved, nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they say that the older you get, the smarter you get. Why wait till you get old to get smart? This is the time now, and this is serious talk. You can sit around here, you ain't got to click in, you ain't got to put the likes on the Facebook. Everybody, and another thing, Facebook, everybody putting their whole life on Facebook. I don't want to know what you have for breakfast. I don't care if this dude cheated on you. I don't know about, I mean, listen, come on, man. We talking too much about this. Everybody's talking, but ain't nobody doing nothing. It don't make no sense. My father told me, he said, man, a man is about being about it, not talking about it.
I mean, they talking about everything else except for business. I mean, I don't really see too many of them on the business. Like, what business do you have personally? You know what I'm saying? And you putting a whole bunch of jibber jabberish out there. You know what I'm saying? You have no business, or if you have a business and it ain't running that well, you have no business going to sleep. Sleep is for suckers, man. It's time to get up. It's time to make something happen in your life. You know, it's time out for standing on the street. Matter of fact, till my homies in the street, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call it the new Dope Boy cover up, we got it. You know what I'm saying? For the kids out there, if you want to be in the young rich game, we got it. Entrepreneurship. We're gonna turn things around in order for you to see that we just out here for the help.
We're not
out here to help you.
We're not playing any game. Me and my brother, Mr. George, right here. We have a passion for what we do. If we didn't, we wouldn't be doing it. We'd be just like everybody else out here grinding, trying to get out, thinking about me, I. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? See, God gave us, and it's only right for us to give back. The reason why we're talking about this cemetery, and the cemetery is just one thing. You know, we can sit here and talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Talk about the school system. You know, you want to teach our children the so-called knowledge that you have laid out for them when they go to school every day, but yet you don't want them to talk about God. I don't understand that. You want him to read about Christopher Columbus, about discovering America, knowing that damn well he wasn't the first one to discover America. But yet you teaching them that, but you want to take prayer out of school. You see what I'm saying? And then when our children running around here acting crazy, then the next thing you know, you want to take them to child service, or when they grow up, you want to put them in jail, but you're not giving them anything to hold on to. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to give them something to hold on to. We're going to make them entrepreneurs. We're going to make them own their own business.
I really wanted them thinking about the fact that they taking all the prayer out of school and everything. True enough, you know, half of us really got something against church. You know what I'm saying? They say church folks act funny and whatnot. You know, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. I'm not here to deter none of that. Okay, but something else I want you to really think about that's going on out here. The reason why we have to change the way we do things. And just think about when I say your kids are not your kids. Your kids are not your kids. You know what I'm saying? We out here each and every day, man. We trying to do each and everything we can to have what we want our kids to have in life. You know what I'm saying? Teach them morals and everything like that. But when it comes to chastising, you can only chastise your child a certain way. You can only chastise your child to a certain point. The child that you done birthed, the child that you done taken care of, raised all the way up, now he, she, they want to talk back. You go to chastise your child is not your child. And I say that to the point of, like, we really out here worried about the wrong things, people. All the systems they have to keep us bound. I mean, you can bring about another example of a system they have to keep us bound, keep our minds, you know what I'm saying? Thinking like we think, you know what I mean?
Listen.
It's crazy.
Listen, this is serious talk, okay? I created Serious Talk because I like to talk serious. Mr. Damian George, he is the founder of iHelp, okay? We're not playing any game. And now that since he's on the subject of parenting, I'm gonna hit you with something that's gonna blow your mind. You just gonna be blown away. Parenting takes skills. It takes skills, man. Okay? The morals and values of how we was raised up is lost. You got the kids talking back. If you put your hands on the kids, man, family service gonna get involved, take the kids from you. The kid gonna go to foster care, and you gonna be standing there with your thumb stuck in your mouth. You know what I mean? We need to make learning, we need to make teaching our children seem like it's not a task, because it's not a task. It's your job.
Change the way we do things.
It's your job, man. You can't get mad at that child, man. He's growing up. You had your chance to grow up. Give him or her the opportunity to grow up. And when you teach them in a way where it's fun. Don't put pressure on them, because you put pressure on them, they're not gonna want to learn nothing. I remember when I was growing up, man, my mother was trying to teach me how to write with my right hand, and me being so rebellious, every time she walked out the room, I put it in my left hand. Because she kept smacking me upside my head, and she wanted me to learn how to write with right hand, because in her mind, society got it where everybody's supposed to write with their right hand. If you write left-handed, something wrong with you. But let me tell you something wrong with you whether you're right-handed or left-handed. It don't make no difference.
Do they be in their right mind or their left mind?
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, crazy, man, the way we see things out here. And we steady put positive thoughts. We steady put the daily affirmations. We steady putting praise in the morning, prayers and everything. And, you know, it's like 2 lights. 19 people looking, 30 people. Where your mind's at?
Look at.
I mean,
look at. Not commenting, not liking. Look at.
In the streets. You know what I'm saying? I mean, streets is somewhere we done been, man. And I'm trying to let you know, and which you already know, because half of you just got out of jail not too long ago, running from the probation office. I mean, I'm seeing this stuff right out my front door. I'm living in the hood, living in the community. People, we gotta wake up.
Got to wake up,
and
man.
this is serious talk.
You know, listen, we are spending, and I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about everybody. We spending too much time chasing that dollar. Everybody's getting away from the word. Let me hit you with something, man. In the Bible, it says this here, man. All right, it says this here in 1 Timothy 6:10. It says the love of money is a root of all evil. It's a root of all evil. Now check this out. I'll hit you with another one, right? Matthew 6:33. It says this: seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. You understand? Now, how can I expect, or how can you expect your child to grow up having morals and values when you're taking certain things away from the child to learn? Now, I know we are jumping all over the place with this. This is serious talk. Our heart is weighing heavy on a whole lot of stuff. But my point is this here, right? You can't expect your child to grow up and to be righteous if you are not teaching them the right way. I'm not talking about what the teachers is teaching them. I'm not talking about what the principal is telling them. I'm talking about what you putting in their head.
I mean, sometimes I think we get confused on the right way, because we all have our different opinions on what the right way is. You know what I'm saying?
What is the right way?
Really, what is the right way? I mean, this is what we out here questioning.
You know what I mean? Answers, we don't know. I mean, what we thought was right is turning out to be wrong. Today, society is glorifying what we thought was bad, and they getting paid for it. Rappers go to jail, come out, record sale go up. You understand what I'm saying? Martha Stewart, let's take Martha Stewart for instance. Been on TV for years. She done did something with the trading. She go to jail, come out and make more money than she had when she went in. Come on, man.
It's mad crazy how these things go, man. And that's the point I was making about the school systems and the and the way the kids not being our kids, man. It's like we have to do things different, man. We cannot go on the same. You can.
If you listen, like I said, man, we not gonna make this segment talking about religion and stuff, because I'm gonna tell you something about religion, man. I done studied them all. I done studied Islam, Roman Catholic, Baptist, you name it, I studied it, man. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What I just said was I seek refuge in God from the accursed devil, and God, the Most High, the Most Merciful. That's what I said. See, I want to be versatile. I don't want nobody telling me how and what I'm supposed to say. How am I supposed to? I'm supposed to go to church. I'm supposed to go to the masjid. I'm supposed to speak like this. I'm supposed to speak like that. Let me tell you something. When I spend time with my Lord, I don't need nobody in my ear telling me nothing.
Can't nobody understand them tongues.
Can't understand them tongues. But see, if I come out and tell you that part of my religion deals with Islam, people, oh no, ISIS, no. I ain't got nothing to do with ISIS, bro. I ain't blowing nothing up. But the point is that, man, I took the time out to learn because I wanted to get closer to my Lord. And we are taking all this stuff away. Let me tell you something about the church. The church, man, right? It's the pastor's job to make disciples, not bring people to the podium, but to make disciples so they can spread the word. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I said, we jumping all over the place. This is serious talk, you know. So we gonna talk about any and everything. Society is twisted, man. You got woman marrying woman, man marrying man, and then they had the nerve to pass the bill where they approve this. They approve it. What I mean, what you do? Throw the Bible out? I mean, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, bruh. But yet society is embracing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Listen. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you think about my opinion. I stand on God's word and I walk that walk, man. And when I talk, I always implement him in what I do. But I'm not going to stand here and have society dictate to me or my grandchildren or my children about how we're supposed to live and what we're supposed to believe in. That's not going to go down in Mr. Lee house.
I mean, it shouldn't go down in nobody else's house. And what we want to leave with y'all guys today is that get yourself somewhere where don't find the time, make the time to get somewhere and just start just gathering self. You know what I'm saying? I really want to say to you all, man, the social media stuff, man, really please, that too, start using social media for all the right reasons, man. I mean, there's plenty of Facebook pages that are positive. It's plenty of sites on YouTube that's positive. And I really want you guys to start going on YouTube and looking up. Some people may not believe, but some people know and feel the same way I feel about the religion, you know, that the world is ending, coming to an end. They trying to predict days and times, but it says no man shall know. So we all really need to make the time to come on, get together as we supposed to, as in one body of Christ anyway, and make this thing happen the way we're supposed to make it happen now. You know what I'm saying? Every family should be living like they want to live, like their heart's desire.
Yeah. And listen, we titled this segment, man, the historic Eastview Cemetery. We didn't shy away from that, but the whole point of this topic is that something is not being taken care of, and that could implement anything, especially you. If you don't take care of something, it will deteriorate, it will vanish, it will be no more. Not only does this apply to the cemetery we're talking about, but this also applies to you. If you don't water yourself in order for you to grow, it's not going to be a pretty flower. It's not.
Y'all catch up with us because we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep rolling. On Facebook, D. George.
Yeah, and on Facebook, man, Najee Lee. Look for us. Go to our page. Go to our help page. Log in. Join the team. Join the movement. We also got a page called Praise in the Morning, and we got the Serious Talk page, man. Y'all need to log in. Let us know if you need some help. Log into our help. If you want to talk about anything, log in on Serious Talk.
Out here to change lives. We'll see you guys.
Peace.